Golden State coach Steve Kerr is a happy man these days. He's got a new contract. He's got his son Nick, who was helping out in San Antonio, working in the Warriors' video room now. He's leading a team that has won 3 of the last 4 NBA championships and is the overwhelming favorite to win it again this season. Staying happy will be the challenge for Kerr and the Warriors this season when Western Conference rivals resume their attempts to take down the champs. "Our place in the history of the league is pretty secure," Kerr said. "I don't think our guys should feel a ton of pressure. I think they should feel the importance of trying to do it again, because this may be the last time we have this current iteration of the Warriors, just given all the free agents and the money crunch and everything else." LeBron James took his talents to Los Angeles, signing with the Lakers and moving out of the East for the first time in his career. Houston had the NBA's best regular season record a year ago and has reigning MVP James Harden. Utah has a budding superstar in Donovan Mitchell and certainly got the league's attention with its playoff run last season. But in the West, until further notice, it's still the Warriors and then everybody else. "It's a marathon," Warriors guard Steve Kerr said. "There's a lot of time between now and April and May and June, but if we go about it the right way to start the season, it can feed on itself in terms of the expectation we have night in, night out." A look at the West, in predicted order of finish. Playoff bound. 1. Golden State Warriors aiming for their 3rd consecutive NBA championship, something only the Lakers, Celtics, and Bulls franchises have done. 2. Utah Donovan Mitchell is a legitimate star. Coach Quinn Snyder has been underrated for far too long, and the Jazz went 29-6 to finish last season. 3. Houston The Rockets have the MVP in James Harden, a leader in Chris Paul and added Carmelo Anthony, but expecting another 67-15 season is a lot. 4. LA Lakers LeBron James is still the best player in the game and shows no signs of slowing down, so doubting his chances seems less than brilliant. 5. Oklahoma City This is a sign of how loaded the West remains. The Thunder are really good, and that won't assure them home court for round 1. 6. Denver losing Game 82 last season to Minnesota and missing the playoffs because of that outcome should serve as a massive motivator for Denver. 7. New Orleans DeMarcus Cousins is gone, Rajon Rondo is gone, but Anthony Davis is still there, and that should be enough for a Pelicans playoff run. 8. San Antonio DeJounte Murray's ACL tear is a disaster, but any team with LaMarcus Aldridge, DeMar DeRozan and Greg Popovich still has a lot in the mix. 9. Portland the West's number 3 seed last season, the Blazers were only 3 games ahead of No. 9 and will face a serious battle in a very loaded West. 10. Dallas Luka Doncic is NBA ready, DeAndre Jordan will make the Mavs better, and Dirk Nowitzki deserves to see his franchise trending up again. 11. LA Clippers a possible transitional year for the Clippers, who should be major players in free agency next summer and could add a lottery pick. Facing long odds. 12. Minnesota the Jimmy Butler debacle shows that some big changes in direction are probably going to happen in Minnesota, and sooner than later. 13. Phoenix Devin Booker got his max deal, and the Suns got number 1 pick DeAndre Ayton, but firing GM Ryan McDonough so close to the season was odd. 14. Memphis Mike Conley and Mark Gasol are savvy vets, but they are going to need a lot of help if Memphis is going to seriously improve this season. 15. Sacramento Kings had a league-high 44 games last season where they didn't score 100 points, and a very young team might not change that much. What to know? LeBron, if he has even an average for him season, new Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James will rise to no. 4 on the NBA's all-time scoring list this season. He's currently number 7, with number 6 Dirk Nowitzki, no. 5 Wilt Chamberlain and number 4 Michael Jordan well within reach. Add 2,000 or so points to James' total of 31,038, and only no. 3 Kobe Bryant, number 2 Karl Malone and number 1 Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all former Lakers, would still be ahead of him. Steph rising. Speaking of rising up career charts, Golden State's Stephen Curry could easily be no. 3 on the all-time list for three-pointers made by the end of the season. Curry has 2,129 threes in 625 career games, a rate of 3. 4 made per game. The 6 players ahead of him, Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, Jason Terry, Kyle Korver, Jamal Crawford and Paul Pierce, averaged 1. 8 made threes per game. Big numbers. The only players in the last 30 seasons to average 30 points and 8 assists were Oklahoma City's Russell Westbrook in 2016-17 and Houston's James Harden last season. Probably not coincidentally, Westbrook and Harden won MVP awards for those seasons. There are 7 active players with at least one MVP award in the NBA right now, and all 7 play in the West. Great coaches. San Antonio's Greg Popovich enters the season with 1,197 wins, 5th most in NBA history, 13 behind Pat Riley and 24 behind Jerry Sloan. Meanwhile, Golden State's Steve Kerr comes into the year with the highest winning percentages during both the regular season, 265-63, 808, and the postseason, 63-20.759, in NBA history. Here's how far ahead Kerr is on the NBA's all-time regular season winning percentage list. If the Warriors go 24-58 this season, which seems less than likely, he would still be above Phil Jackson for the no. 1 spot. Versus East. The West beat the East for the 9th consecutive season in head-to-head matchups, winning nearly 53% of the cross-conference matchups in the regular season and 100% of them in the NBA Finals. Over the last 9 seasons, West teams have beaten East teams nearly 57% of the time.